All right, what's up, y'all? AWB, I'm back at it, getting ready to check out this crazy story of cops taking this woman and throwing her on the ground and pretty much burying her face in fire ants. So I'm gonna wait for a couple people to jump in here. If not, I'm just gonna continue to go on with the stream, and y'all will be able to catch it later when I top this video up and uh, put it out. Okay, what's up? What's up? All right. So let me share the video. In, insane is what cops are doing, man. Cause I just wanna let me introduce this video first. So right now we at live from Fox channel, and this is Texas woman claims face held in fire ant pile during arrest. Sues, and they're suing the police right now. I don't know where you grew up, but I grew up in Florida. Fire ants are serious. I've always had a almost a phobia of ants because when I used to get ant bites when I was a kid, I had a really bad reaction to it. Like depending on where they bite me, it will swell up really bad, and then it'll have that that pus dot that will last for you know way longer than you want. And if what happened was I as a kid I used to pop that pus bubble or whatever, and then I would have scars from all those ant bites. And you know, in Florida, you always have ant piles everywhere because it rains all the time. So the soil is soft. So ants always are making like you'll see at least five ant piles, and depending on where you're living in Florida. So when you're playing football, playing in the yard, you always have to be cautious of those ant piles. And it only takes you one time stepping on the ant pile and them, going crazy on you to realize you don't want that happen again. So it's been times where I rolling, been riding my bike and fell in grass, ants tearing me up. One time, I had a friend who was putting up Christmas lights, and he fell off he was on the ladder putting up Christmas lights, fell off the ladder into an ant pile. And the next day he came to school, his whole arm was it just looked like an alien invasion on his arm. Terrible. So imagine your face being in an ant pile. I don't know who would even want to imagine that actually, but I couldn't imagine my face being in a pile of ants, and you can't even wipe the face. You can't even wipe the ants off your face because they got you handcuffed. They tortured this woman.
I do want to take you live out over to the Houston, Texas area. This is coming in from our affiliate there, Fox 26 Houston. And what we're looking at is a news conference that is getting underway. This is going to be in relation to a lawsuit that has now been in connection with an arrest that was made. Information is fairly limited here, but the lawyers and the victim there who has filed a lawsuit are going to be speaking. This is essentially a Houston area woman who is suing the city of Santa Fe and two members of the police department after she claims that officers held her face in a pile of fire ants during her arrest. In the court document, Taylor Rogers names the city of Santa Fe police sergeants, two of them also named as defendants. Do you want to pop up the audio as it looks like this is getting underway?
Rights lawyer, and I'm here today with Taylor Rogers and members of the community because Taylor Rogers was stopped by the Santa Fe police and for no reason thrown on the ground right into a bed of fire ants in the middle of the day, and then held there while she's screaming that there's fire ants on her. They put handcuffs on her so she can't even brush them off her face. And I just wanted to show you what this case is about. Here you go. This is just some of the ant bites, because these ant bites, fire ant bites that is, and us here in the South, we all know what fire ants are. And we know that actually, on occasion, they kill animals, and even sometimes they can kill people with enough bites. And I was counting these bites, and I stopped at 300 bites. And she can't brush them off her face. And she's telling these officers, there's ants on my face. And they don't brush them off. This was their punishment. They knew what they're doing. This was no mistake. And so we're here today to ask Santa Fe Police Department to discipline its officers. We saw the video. We gave the media the video clip, and it shows officers, 3 or 4 officers, just hanging around watching. Well, she isn't a danger. You can see she's not armed. She's not a large person. She's a female, and that officer is on top of her. She's got her constrained. She got the handcuffs on, and they're still in the ant bed. Is it torture? Yeah, that's a strong word, but I call it torture. But the people can make up their own mind what the word is. But when the police hold you down in a fire ant bed, when you're saying fire ants, screaming, and they keep you there, what is that? And the Santa Fe Police Department has not disciplined any officer. They have accepted this behavior, which means that there are probably other situations where excessive force is used upon by officers. Because if this is okay to do what they did to Taylor, then what else is okay? Is it in the face, kicks, shootings? What else? So we're here today to say, hey, Santa Fe Police Department, get into the 21st century. You need to discipline your officers. And so we're here today to try to do something about that by raising awareness to the Santa Fe Police Department. And we have a few people here to talk about police techniques and so forth. And the first one will be Shelby Stewart.
Can we ask about the incident itself?
Oh, sure.
I think that would be important you get that.
Okay, sure.
That's because according to the lawsuit, this was in 2021?
Yes, that's correct.
That this was in front of the high school?
R.J. Willem.
At R.J. Willem, okay. Can you get closer to the antenna?
No, she's not going to talk about the facts of the case because there's an ongoing case about it. Let me give you the generalities of it.
According to the lawsuit, it was about, she wasn't pulled over so much, she was going the wrong way in a circle drive. Is that
right?
And that was Santa Fe ISD police at first, and then Santa Fe PD.
Yeah, that's correct. There was both ISD police there and the Santa Fe police, and she never endangered a single person. At the most, she went in the wrong direction. And they change their rules all the time, so it's understandable if she did go in the wrong direction. But they were extremely aggressive, and it frightened her. I mean, they were pounding on her car, and this one officer pulls a gun on her and points it right at her when she's got her other child in the car. I mean, they're creating a dangerous situation, like escalating it through the sky. And apparently they have no de-escalation training here. And that's another thing they need, is de-escalation training. So when she apparently for just a short period of time, maybe moved just a little bit, all these squads show up. Next thing you know, she's taken out of the car when she's not a danger to a single person. As a matter of fact, one of the squad cars runs into her when she's not even moving, totaling her car. Now, it didn't mean it smashed the car to pieces because the car was an older car. So when I say totaled, the value of the repair would be more than the value of the car. So that is basically what happened. And so they put her on the ground once again, and then what transpired is what transpired.
And that's why we're trying to fight, because you start with Santa Fe ISD PD and then SFPD gets called in.
Yes.
What time were they called for
Well, we don't know the fine details of it yet, because the reason being is although there's a civil lawsuit filed, there are many protections that the government has when you even file a lawsuit against the government that the citizens don't have. And one is that creates big delays in what's called the discovery process, whereby you don't even get these pieces of information and documents and so forth until later.
And that's why we're now hearing about it, even though it's 2021. This has been ongoing.
Yeah, well, the lawsuit, there's a 2-year statute of limitations to file a lawsuit, and this particular lawsuit was filed near the end of the 2 years, so it was only filed late last year, and it was filed in Houston, and then it was moved to the Galveston, because Galveston has a federal courthouse, and it started in Houston, and really not much happened there, and then it's been moved to the Galveston courthouse, and it moved to the Galveston courthouse in January.
And you're asking for the disciplinary of the officers that were involved here. Was there a full complaint filed for internal investigation?
They did an investigation, and there was no discipline meted out. This is such a simple one. Look at the video. This is not a he said, she said. This is what the video said. Just look at the
video. That's all you, and I don't understand this whole thing. Oh, we need time to investigate this and that. The video is right there. What else do you have to investigate besides looking at the video? You know, I can understand, okay, if you only have a clip of the video, but if you have the entire video, which they do, what's the issue here in determining what's going on? When you can, if you see somebody being held in a fire ant pile, unarmed, not resisting, nothing, what's the holdup? What's the holdup in saying that's wrong? What's the holdup in that? What is the issue with that? You know, how does it take that long to determine that, oh, this officer should not be holding somebody down in a fire ant pile while they're screaming ants, ants, ants? What is it there to figure out at that point? You know, I just what are the facts that would justify that? You know, what would make that okay? What would make it okay for somebody to be held down in a fire ant pile? Oh, well, I don't know what, if there's nothing to justify that, which it's not. Come on now, you holding somebody down while their face is being eaten up by fire ants, because that's what the ants are doing. They're attacking and trying to eat her face. That's what's going on when her face hit that ant pile. So what would justify that? I don't see anything that would justify that. So that means that the officer did something wrong. It's not like they were unaware of what was going on. They just stood there and let it happen and seemed to like that it was happening.
The videos of everything that happened, no danger, nobody injured except for her. No, look at the video. There's 4 officers looking down, you know, not excited about anything, while has her face in the ants, and the other officer is
and he's literally holding her down on the ground for nothing. Why are you just sitting there holding her there? This is clear torture. Okay, she has handcuffs. You got handcuffs on her. Why aren't you taking her to the car? Why are you just holding her there on the ground as she's telling you ants are biting her face up? It's crazy.
Just holding her down in there and she's saying ants. I mean, it's so obvious. Now, there is this maybe an old custom of the police that if you run or disrespect an officer, you get excessive force used on you, and maybe one of these officers will. And I think that's really what it was. As the other officer says, they just assumed that the first officer knew what he was doing, and he's saying, "Oh, this woman, whatever, must deserve this punishment for whatever she did." So that's why we're not reacting to it. It's not that they didn't see it or that they didn't realize it. It's that this is the form of punishment you get when you don't, stop immediately or you disrespect an officer, which is a very archaic form, like from the Old West. And that's why we say get into the 21st century, Santa Fe.
And if I could just clarify too, is that you said officers standing around, and two things on the clip. It's a shorter clip. Is there more?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch more. Yeah, there's a whole bunch more.
And how many SFP officers are there, and how many SFI?
The exact number I do not know.
Okay.
But they're both there.
I'm just saying, the ones that are standing around, are they Santa Fe PD or are they SF? Because they may have different rules of engagement. I'm trying to get kind of the context.
I don't think they have different rules of engagement. Yeah, they're the same because they're both licensed peace officers. As a matter of fact, some of them might have worked for one agency, then transferred to the other. So they don't change. The Constitution does not change depending upon which police agency you work for.
Well, actually, SFISD PD has ruled that when they turned over any incident to SFPD, they're to stand back unless they're asked for assistance. That's why I'm asking. That's their actual policy. So,
well, okay, if that's a policy, right? But they don't give up their policy not to intervene. In other words, like if you let's say they were the police were shooting her and stabbing her. What are you saying? That you say, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, we've turned it over. No, if you're a police officer on the scene, the law says you're required to intervene in unconstitutional behavior, at least by words. I mean, you're not required to tackle the other officer or punch him, but you could say something as, "Hey, get that lady out. Hey, brush those fire ants off." Boom. I mean, but they didn't do that. They failed to intervene.
Right. And any of the information you've gathered so far as this come out, if any of the other officers said post fact that, hey, yeah, what I saw was wrong, and I just didn't intervene, or so do you have any of that information yet?
Well, I mean, you can see on the video they didn't intervene. So whether a person says I didn't intervene or not, once again, the video is right there where they're not intervening. So plus, officers generally stick together. So the first thing they do is they don't start saying negative things about other officers if they wish to keep on working.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, you're saying that if they recognize he was legal, they may not have thought it. That's what I'm trying to. You're trying to put.
Then they need severe training, because if you put a woman's face into an ant pile and leave it there and get all bitten up, and they don't know that they're not supposed to do that, that would be bizarre, and I don't think they're going to say that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, going to your course of what you're saying is that at any point, is any officer said what they saw was wrong?
When you say
these sickos they will put your face in a fire ant pile, and when you're trying to move around and get out of that pile, they'll tell you to stop resisting. That's where we're at. With this happened, let me make sure I'm correct on this, but I believe this happened a week ago. So we're in, like he said, the 21st century, 2024, and we still have officers that are doing stuff like this. And what's even more shocking about this is that they did this to a white woman. That should be scary for a lot of people. If they did this to a white woman, you can only imagine. Oh my goodness, what they're doing to minorities. Y'all don't understand how scary that is. If they would do this to a white woman, that's, oh my goodness.
Say on the video? No, not on any video. Well, we haven't taken their deposition and so forth. And once again, officers don't come forward. In any one of my hundreds of cases, even though I've won many cases for excessive force, no officer in any of those cases, and that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of officers, have ever come forward to me and admitted, or to anywhere and admitted that what they did was wrong. They stick together till the end.
And do you know the status of the officers with the SFPD? You said one was promoted.
There's been no discipline whatsoever, even though they saw the video and looked at it. Yes, they are. All right, next door.
Has Santa Fe PD made any comment to you at all?
No.
They reached out at all to her?
No.
Anything?
No.
Any contact? Tell us about that.
No, there's been no contact, but I'm the recent lawyer. There was a lawyer before, and I don't know about all of his interactions in the case. I've been on the case now for a few days.
Why did you take over?
Because the other lawyer is not on the case any longer.
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so that's crazy. I just couldn't imagine that, man. Your face being held down in a fire ant pile and you can't do nothing about it. And if you do try to do something about it, they would say you were resisting. Yeah, so Sean, who said they were banned from GGA channel? Yeah, I don't see GGA banning anybody from his channel unless it's a real issue. Yeah, I don't see that happening. The only time people block people is, I mean, that's like people who can't handle no type of static. You know, I don't think like it would take me a lot to ban somebody, like, or to block somebody from like my chat or something like that. It would they would have to do they would have to be doing more than like disagreeing with me. Like if they're insulting people or threatening people or something like that, then I might block them. But if they just, you know, giving their opinion that isn't popular, I'm not banning nobody for that. All right, so what's up, y'all? AWB, I'm back at it. As y'all know, this stream I have to present every video because I chop up the videos later. But right now we are about to check out another video or another story. Actually, before we get into that, I wanna pull up this quick video. This is a quick one that I just went to go over. So you got this man at nighttime decided that, you know, he couldn't get to a he this guy couldn't get to a bathroom in time. So he decides to pee outside, and he has officers roll up on him, threaten to arrest him, and pull a gun on him, all because he was trying to use the bathroom. So we're gonna share this. This is, let me make sure I shout out all the channel. This is D Blast Media, and this is Road Cop pulls handgun for a totally cooperative man, which he was. Hashtag.
Yeah, real serious, man. See Plaza, man. We don't do that out here. Yeah, real. Take that serious? Yeah, real serious, man. See Plaza, man. We don't do that out here.
So when he's like real serious, man, we don't do that out here. He's talking about the man peeing outside. That's what's serious there, and see Pleasant. So if that's the crimes that they're the victimless crimes that they are harassing people about in See Pleasant, it's either nothing is happening there and they can really reduce the funding going to that police department, or like really that's it. I think if that's the seriousness of what's going on there and what they take serious, then this is what people mean when they say defund the police. Defund police who think peeing outside is serious. It's a serious offense.
Just keep your hands in the car. Don't move. They take it real serious out here, champ. You ever been arrested before? No.
And this is what, when people think, oh, you're going to have a better experience just because the officer looks like you or has your same shade, that do not expect them to be your friend. I realized that. Like, I thought, okay, maybe this person who knows my world a little bit more would have more empathy towards me. And it never goes like that. In fact, sometimes you'll get a worse experience from them because they honestly hate you.
No? Oh, man, I don't do nothing, man. I go to work, come home. Where you work at?
Look how they talk about it. I believe this guy should have stopped. He should have exercised his Fifth Amendment. But and listen to how he start just asking them, getting more information on him for no reason. Like, where you work at? Like,
oh Lord. Okay. That's cool.
I can't believe this.
Oh, I can take this piss, man. Nah, man, you can't piss out here, man. That ain't cool, boss. Hey, you give me piss, you should just stop me and stop tasting me. Hey, I'm gonna let him do it. He got a rookie. Okay, a rookie. Right. Yeah.
Why you couldn't just tell this man, hey, you gotta move along. You can't be doing that. Why did you have to go through all of this? Remember, imagine the real crime going on right now during nighttime in this city, which obviously it can't be nothing. But they have this man stopped wasting resources because he was peeing outside. And not only was he peeing outside, he was peeing outside out the way to not, he wasn't exposing himself, just blatantly in front of everybody. He went to the back of somewhere and was trying to relieve himself, by urinating. Let me not say relieve yourself. He was urinating, a natural human function, all of that. And now they are threatening to arrest him, and he's going through all of this because he had to use the bathroom.
Gloves on. This nice, fine, outstanding citizen in our wonderful city of Sea Pleasant. I ain't reached.
Look at him. Look what you got. Look at this guy coming up.
I ain't reached.
Keep hands the fuck up.
Don't move your hands.
That's how they handling citizens there who have done nothing. No crime, no nothing. He's peeing. No crime has been committed here from where I can see. There's no victim here. There's nobody being hurt. There's the only person who is being hurt here is this man who has to bear this type of treatment towards him for just trying to relieve himself. That's the only person being harmed right here. It's this citizen.
Fine gentleman was out here pissing. He said he's still urinating on himself, but you go ahead, pat him down, make sure you don't have anything.
What do you say?
I got 3 bucks.
What do you say? You don't got anything on you, do you? You sure?
Yeah, and just to let you know, man, nobody's violating anyone's rights. You're being audio and visually recorded on the body camera, all right? I guess.
So whenever a cop says, just to let you know, nobody's rights are being violated here, rights are definitely being violated there.
I didn't know I get this for pissing. Yeah, you get a lot for pissing, man.
Unlawful search and seizure, you get a lot for pissing. Like this, oh man.
If my daughter was riding past and seeing you pissing, that's indecent exposure.
If my daughter, some weird scenario that, why would you even put your daughter in your crazy scenario of that? Like that's weird within itself. Like if my daughter was driving by and seeing you pissing, that's indecent exposure. Like, come on, bro. Why would you even put your daughter in that situation in a made up scenario that didn't happen?
I'm in the back. They ain't no gas. They ain't no bathroom.
You good?
I put my hat back on. It's cold. My man,
Yeah,
back.
you don't got no.
No, I ain't got my ID on.
I do.
No, I ain't got my ID. Wait, turn off, put your butt on the car, man. Relax. I just told him, man, I didn't know y'all do this for pissing. I tried to ask the guy for a bathroom. He ain't had no bathroom, man.
Taco Bell.
I couldn't hold it. I promise. You know, I got wait. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't hold it. I came Edison Road.
Bubbles in your stomach and under your bladder. Maybe shoot yourself, maybe.
What he's saying is he has internal issues that, you know, may have something to do with him being able to hold it that long. You know, it could be all type of reasons why. It don't even matter. All he is using the bathroom, and y'all had to roll up on him. It's not like he was peeing out in the open, because y'all had to roll up on him in this what looked like backwood area, or this area is definitely not like in a public area. Well, let me not say that, because it's obviously it's a public area because it's outside, but he's not doing it in front of cars on the side of the street. It looked like he went to a place where he was going to have some type of privacy and was relieving himself. They rolled up on him. He didn't even get to finish. He was, as they are talking to him now, he still is urinating. Now he at the point where he urinating on himself. So this is crazy. Then you got the guy coming over there drawing his gun. This man has both hands on the car. You got 3 officers there, and come on. And they just treating this man bad. This other officer just being condescending, just being a terrible person. And this is somebody who, you know, telling you, man. Blue is the only color that they are on the side of. Look at them.
We don't do those things in this wonderful city of Sea Plaza, man.
What?
That is not a wonderful city if the cops act like that.
What's your name? Spell it. What's your last name?
And another thing is that this cop that's writing everything down right now is a rookie. So he's showing rookies how to treat the public. So now this rookie is going to be going at people the same way that this other officer is doing it. Just continuing to make a terrible cycle and setting him up for failure. Because this is setting them up for failure. This is not how you interact with the public.
What's your address?
Yeah.
We got LCEL. David Edward Adam Lincoln.
You know the you seen the little how can I say it for gender
Alternative lifestyle.
yeah, the dude that Nino keep hanging with.
Oh yeah.
That's who we holding a piece of for Nino.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. 40. That's what we on the PSB. I just seen him coming up the joint.
He just walked from
Yeah.
front of Popeye.
No, I ain't walking that way. No. We're not talking about you, boss. Just saying. So, give me something to go to cook. Oh, I thought y'all give me something to go. I go. I know that's serious. I try to make it. If you was in Virginia, man, wouldn't be no talking to you right now. You'll be in a car going to jail.
For what? What? If you was in Virginia for so he talking about if they were in Virginia, there wouldn't be no talking. You'd be going to jail. So they are filling up the jails with victimless crimes that are this petty. When you have overpopulation in that system, why are you allocating all these resources to bullshit? Why are you doing it? I don't know who is okay with that. If you go to a city meeting or you get the consensus of the citizens there, how many citizens would be in favor of clogging the system with victimless crimes that are this petty? Who's going to be okay with clogging the system like that? You have law enforcement who always claim to be underfunded, not getting enough funds, yet they are wasting time, resources to address somebody peeing outside at night. It could be robberies going on, it could be murders going on, it could be all type of real crime going on that have victims attached to it, but they're dealing with a victimless crime right here. And then talk about, oh, if this was another state, you'd be going to jail for this victimless crime. That's why I never understand when they talk about, oh, they're underfunded and they, this and that. They just waste resources. That's all they do. Waste resource. Just wasting resources. Harassing this man. All they doing is harassing him and berating him and just. And this is what he's teaching to new officers so they can continue that cycle.
You good?
Yeah.
Same on them.
Don't let it happen again, boss.
Get out of here, man. You're right. Let what happen again? Me using the bathroom? Don't let this happen again. Get out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. Don't let me catch you using the bathroom again. It's just a big waste. Who is for wasting resources like that? They could have really been solving a crime or addressing a real crime that had a victim attached to it. And that's the thing. If a crime doesn't have a victim attached, then it's obviously not that serious. I think that they should solve or address all crimes that have victims attached to it before they start focusing on people or focusing on crimes with no victim attached. You know, that is a waste of resources. Who is being harmed by this situation? Who is losing out on, like, they spent that much time dealing with somebody who wasn't doing anything, wasn't hurting nobody, wasn't doing nothing but relieving himself, a natural human function. Outside at night, out the way. Like they probably caught a glimpse of him and then put the spotlight on him and rolled up on him. No, you can't be doing that. You know, if this was another state, we would have took it even further than we're doing right now. That's embarrassing. That's crazy that you would say that. That's, you know, you said that on camera like you was really saying something, but you just proved how pitiless and meaningless your position is. If that's what's causing you to, if that's what you take serious and that's what you are willing to take somebody to jail for, why do we need you? What, like, we'll be okay with that. We'll be okay if that was the only crimes happening. The only crime that's happening in this place is that people are using the bathroom outside. Like, come on, if that's the only problem, then, you know, how necessary is that police force? How necessary is, if that's how serious it is there, half of that police force could, you know, we could do without, or they could do without. Hold on, y'all. Me have this next video pulled up. So what's up, y'all? So we are here at the accountability channel, and this is deputy tries to bully law student for ID. Let's see how this goes. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and go ahead and play it.
Dynamic intersection of civil liberties and law enforcement duties. In this video, we explore a compelling encounter between a citizen journalist and a deputy sheriff outside a secure facility. This incident brings to the forefront critical questions about our rights in public spaces, the boundaries of those rights, and the responsibilities of those sworn to protect us. As the citizen films marked patrol units for journalistic purposes, he is confronted by the deputy, sparking a heated debate about the legality and ethics of public recording. This discussion not only highlights individual rights and security concerns, but also tests the limits of legal knowledge in real-time situations. Join us as we unpack this complex interaction, offering insights into the societal implications of filming in public areas.
I didn't know Taylor County had a walking patrol.
Had what?
A walking patrol. You guys are walking, you're not riding.
Just coming out to see what's going on.
What's going on?
Videotaping the jail. What's the reason?
No particular reason.
Well, it is a secure facility, though.
Okay.
What are your intentions?
For my intentions, go find a Whataburger and get some dinner here in just a minute.
You have ID on you?
Are you a police officer?
Yes, sir, I am. You're a good deputy.
Okay.
You have a ID on you?
Are you detaining me?
I need to see your ID.
I'm not with CID.
You need to see your ID. I'm requesting to see your ID, sir.
I'd rather not give it.
You need to see your ID.
It's just like a circular conversation.
No, I need to see your ID because if something happens to one of my officers or something, I need to have a name under for person of interest or something.
Okay. Just put good citizen in your report.
I need to see some ID, sir.
Negative.
You end up going to jail for failure of ID. I'm requesting your ID.
Well, 3802 says I only have to identify myself if I've been lawfully arrested.
Like that. I know what the law is.
Then you can't arrest me for failure to ID, which is what you just said, so you lied to me.
Yes, it is.
So he know what the law is, yet he's trying to break the law.
Why can I not arrest you for failure to ID? It's a Class C violation. I don't have to write you a ticket.
Sergeant Olson, are you going to go along with that?
This is my lieutenant.
Okay.
Lavario, Deputy Lavario.
Okay.
Is that your vehicle over there?
It is not. Okay.
Lavario.
Olson, are you going to go along with that?
This is my lieutenant.
Okay.
Lavario, Deputy Lavario.
Okay.
Is that your vehicle over there?
It is not.
So what's the big secret about why you're standing here recording our gate?
It's no secret. It's care less about the gate. I was getting a marked unit, and I see there's another marked unit in there that looks like it's from the city.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. But we don't want you videotaping our patrol units.
There we go. Feelings. We don't want you to do it.
Yeah. Okay. But we don't want you videotaping our patrol units or our secured area. There's reasons for them.
Okay.
So I suggest you use your ID or you need to leave.
So you're going to make me leave?
Yes, sir.
What happens if I don't?
Then you will be charged with criminal trespass.
You're going to charge me with criminal trespass for standing on a public street.
You're not on a public street, so you're on our property.
This is not your property. This is the public right-of-way. It's the public right-of-way. I'm within 18 feet of the center line of the roadway. Yes, sir, I am.
So what are you doing? What are your intentions? You're not going to be very cooperative, at least answer our questions. What are you going to do?
I'm just here.
So this cop is one of those cops that will threaten you and try to bluff you out your rights. And he'll just keep threatening you. And then when you say, are you threatening me with arrest? They'll say, I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you what happened or what's going to happen. Those are threats. And officers cannot just threaten you. They cannot just threaten to arrest you whenever they want, which is what's happening right here. So already this cop could be sued for the threat of arrest, already.
I told you what I'm doing. I'm getting pictures of the marked units. That's all I'm interested in.
We don't want you taking pictures of our marked units for safety and security reasons. I suggest you give us your ID or you need to take off leaving. You take your pick. Or you see your ID. I need to identify you first. Give me your ID. I'm going to get your ID regardless, so I suggest you give it to me.
You're going to get my ID for what? You're going to arrest me for standing on public property,
no, sir,
being engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Constitutionally protected activity you're fixing to arrest me for. On public property. Has the sheriff got a nice big checkbook? I hope he does.
So what is your reason for being here? What's your organization?
I am taking pictures of the marked patrol units.
Why?
Because I want to.
Well, we're not going to allow you to.
You're not going to stop me.
You're videotaping our secured area.
I can see it from the public street. If you don't want me to look at it, if you don't want me to look at it, build a wall around it.
What's your ID?
I don't have it on me.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't really.
Anything with your name, picture on it, whatever.
What is having his ID gonna do? Except, like, what would? So you got his ID. What? Now you know who he is for what? So you can retaliate against him or harass him. there's no reason for him to have his ID. It's not gonna change the situation at all.
I have done nothing wrong. I haven't broken the law. I am not going to identify myself.
You're going to identify yourself, sir. I've asked you to give me your driver's license so you can identify yourself.
I do not have my driver's license on.
Then some kind of ID.
I'm not going to identify myself. I have not
Then I will
broken the
take
law.
you inside and identify you by fingerprints. You really want to make it hard?
No, I don't. I want you to go back to what you...
So, every time he call his bluff, this is a cop that that's why sometimes you have to call their bluff, but you have to be ready to call that bluff because they might not be bluffing. But you know, he's obviously bluffing at this point, but you know.
You're supposed to be doing and leave me alone.
I'm securing the...
And the fact that cops are legally allowed to lie, and you know, it's crazy. They are legally allowed to lie and feed you misinformation to get like to trick you, to manipulate you. They're given a green light to do that. Is crazy. It's insane. Why would the people supposed to be that are supposed to protect and serve and hold up and honor the Constitution, why are they the ones who are given the ability to lie and manipulate you? Like it makes no, well, I'm not gonna say it makes no sense. It makes perfect sense if the whole organization is corrupt. Then it makes sense.
Safety and security of our facility.
I have no interest in your facility other than taking pictures of the marked patrol units and the outside of the building. That's it. I don't think I've even taken pictures of any of the personal vehicles that have come and gone here.
Well, you have, because that's why we got notified.
I don't think I have. I could. I can stand out here and take pictures of them all day long. It's not a crime.
Yes, you can, but I want to make sure I have a name if something happens to my officer.
Day long, it's not a crime.
Yes, you can, but I want to make sure I have a name if something happens to my officers. Well, you're the only one out here taking pictures.
If something happens to your officers, it has nothing to do with me.
No, I don't know that. You're out here getting license plate pictures on yours. Whatever
it's not a crime in the state of Texas. Police officers get their license plates exempted. So even if I had a plate number and ran it, it'd come back not found.
Not on my personal vehicles.
On personal vehicles, yes, sir.
Please produce your ID.
I will not produce my ID.
You need to leave.
I'm not going to leave public property. You cannot trespass me from public property. Before you take another step, before you do anything else, you better call the sheriff. You better call him and ask him what you should do. Because it's occurring to me, it's looking to me like you don't know what you're doing.
I'm just trying to give you a chance. I don't want to take you inside. I got other different people with criminals that actually deal with than you out here. But for the safety and security of our facility, I don't want you videotaping everything coming out of those gates.
All I'm interested in are the marked units.
Well, go over to the sheriff's office, the main LEC, and take those videos, not in front of our security jail.
I may go over there next. I'm not sure yet.
No, you can go right now.
Well, this is where my address that came up when I Googled it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I came.
Well, it's on South 4th and Pecan Street.
Okay, I'll go look at it later.
Well, then you need to go. Give me your ID.
Again, we have a circular conversation here.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And either you leave or I'm going to go identify you inside. Because like I said, I have safety and security of my officers.
One more time, I'm going to tell you, I am standing on public property. You have no authority here unless I have done something unlawful. I have broken no law and, in fact, am engaged in a constitutionally...
Jim, that's crazy. Let's me. Wow. Yeah, I gotta see some information on that. If that's true, we need to go ahead and go to another video. But yeah, Brandon, they shut me down twice. I think that was for it might have been a channel that that I was looking at. I'm not sure if it was the channel or was just YouTube doing what it does for the topic that was being discussed. But I'm thinking more so channel, because when I would go off of that channel, it would let me back on the stream. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's still what's going on right here is crazy. That this officer is trying to bluff him out of his rights, but it's not
protected activity.
Yes, I know. But I'm not going to have you not identified if something happens to one of my officers.
You can't identify me.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Yes, you cannot lawfully identify me in the state of Texas.
So this officer has already played himself by saying, I know you can record here. I know it's well within your rights, but I don't like it. And you're going to identify yourself because I said so. Who does he think he is?
If I've committed a crime worthy of a lawful arrest.
When you signed that license, you gave the right to ask me.
Who said I have a license?
Whatever ID you signed, you got to have something. Whether
really, yeah, please do, Jimmy. And yeah, Brady, it's, I guess, yeah. So I'm guessing it is their channel. I don't know why they do that. I mean, that makes me not like the channel. Like, as good as the content is on the channel, I don't like the fact that you like won't even like you want to monopolize the. I get it. I mean, it's original content that you're the creator of it and whatever, but I feel like people who do that for what? It's no having more channels cover whatever content you have is only going to bring more attention to your channel. It's I don't see it as, how can that harm your channel? How can you but that's the way they act like it harms the channel. Of course, Brady, you've been here forever. And I was so confused on the way I said it. When you finally told me the right way, I remember. But yeah, let's go ahead and
this state, another state, or whatever. When you signed it, you said that you would give the right to every officer, or even state peace officer, to see your license.
If you're driving and operating a motor,
right to every officer.
Listen to this BS that he throwing out. That he trying everything to identify him. He didn't try. He didn't threaten them. Threats didn't work. Now he's just lying and saying anything.
Or even state peace officer to see your license.
If you're driving and operating a motor vehicle, all I have to give you to identify myself, if I so choose to, is my name and DOB. I'm not going to give it to you. I haven't done anything wrong. I have not broken the law.
Why does it bother you to give it to me?
Because you have no right to the information. You have no right to the information. It's about right. Okay? It's my personal information that you're asking for. And then you're going to generate a report. It's going to go to your intel division. They're going to send it over to the fusion center. And the next thing you know, I'm on the terrorist watch list. I'm not having anything to do with that. I'm a journalist. I'm out here gathering matters of interest for the public.
Some idea for some kind of media or
I am gathering matters of interest for the public. Again, a constitutionally protected activity. I'm within 18 feet of the center line of the road, which is public property. This is not the sheriff's department's property.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
But everything you're filming in there is secured property as well.
Well, everything inside the fence can be secured, but if I can see it from the public right away, I can photograph it. That comes straight from the Supreme Court.
I need your name.
I'm not going to give you my name.
But you need to leave.
On principle, I am not going to leave. Because you do not have the right to trespass me from public property.
I do too.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
Tell you what, call the district attorney.
Who?
Call a DA. If you don't want to call a sheriff, you better call the DA.
I don't call DA. I don't have to call anybody.
Okay. Then what are we doing?
Then if you don't want to produce any ID or leave the property, then I will call one of my patrol deputies. They'll come out here and we'll take care of it.
Okay.
You suggest. Is that what you want?
That's not what I want.
Well,
I want you to go on about your business and go take care of your criminals and leave us law-abiding folk alone.
No, I can't deal with this with you taking pictures of officers coming in and out of that facility, sir.
People take pictures of police officers all day long, every day. You guys take pictures of us all day long, every day. We just went to court over this and got a ruling back in.
I don't understand why doesn't he just do it himself? But he keep trying to just threaten him out of his rights or threaten him away, and he getting called on the bluff every single time. Now he said he's gonna call one of his people to come arrest him, but so he's gonna put that on somebody else because he knows it's not right. That's
February.
That's the lieutenant. That's crazy. Then you got this goofy looking officer on the side backing that up.
In Turner versus Driver, public servants in the course of their duties can be videoed anytime, any place, so long as they're in public.
Jim, I'm checking my email. I keep hitting refresh. It hasn't come through yet.
I do not.
Where do you look?
Elsewhere. Just so we're clear, I am not armed. I don't have any weapons on me, not even a pocket knife.
Cross it over. Mind if I get a better picture of you instead of the sun in the background?
Take all the pictures you want. We're in public. You too. Be safe in there.
The incident in question brings to the forefront several critical legal and constitutional issues. The citizen, while engaged in what he claims to be journalistic activities, asserts his right to film in public areas, a right that is well established but often contested in the realm of law enforcement. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution provides the bedrock for the citizen's actions. It guarantees freedom of speech and expression, which courts have interpreted to include the right to gather information about public officials in public places. Crucially, the Supreme Court has upheld the right to record police activities, recognizing that such practices play a significant role in government accountability. For instance, in cases like Glick versus Cuniff, 2011, the First Circuit Court of Appeals held that private individuals possess a constitutionally protected right to videotape police carrying out their duties in public. The encounter escalates with the deputy's demand for identification and a stop to the filming, citing officer safety and security concerns. Here, the law around stop and identify statutes comes into play. Texas, where the incident unfolds, has specific laws regarding when and how police can compel someone to identify themselves. According to Texas Penal Code Section 3802, a person is not required to provide their identification unless they are lawfully arrested. The citizen, aware of this statute, challenges the deputy's request, further complicating the interaction. The deputy's concerns about security and officer safety are not without merit. Law enforcement officers are tasked with the safety of public spaces and must often make rapid decisions that balance civil liberties with security needs. However, this balance must be navigated within the framework of established legal rights. The insistence on stopping the filming or leaving the area could be seen as an overreach unless justified by a clear and present danger, which was not evident in the interaction. The citizen's firm stance on his legal rights brings to light the importance of statutory knowledge and constitutional awareness in such interactions. His citation of Texas laws and constitutional protections underscores a growing public awareness.
Yeah. So basically, the guy knew his rights, and the cop tried to violate them and would try to threaten him, bluff him out of his rights, lie to him, and manipulate him out of his rights. But it didn't happen. Hold on, I have got another one pulled up here. Y'all give me a second. I thought this one was funny. I was looking. Here's another one. This is so. Let me hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Brady, thank you for the eyelash comment. Hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. I don't know, people. I don't know what it is about my eyelashes, but people tell me like they just eyelashes. I don't know. Okay, let me. I had it pulled up. Okay. Let's share. All right, y'all. So AWB, I'm back at it. We are at Denver Metro Audits channel, and we are getting ready to check out prison guards do the walk of shame. This is private property, dirty cops. So this woman here was very, it's just funny how weird they are when it comes to people exercising their rights. This is a beautiful background, by the way. Look at those mountains in the background. That is nice.
You are not allowed to record on public.
Just come in and take film.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's a prison, man. This is security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the doors.
Yeah, no, it's not happening now.
There's no law. It's just you're just saying
It's private property.
This is private property. Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
If it's the federal government, they cannot. What happened?
Security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the doors.
Yeah, no, it's not happening now.
There's no law. It's just you're just saying
It's private property.
This is private property. Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
The federal government owns private property.
I understand your job capacity, and it's not that complex. This is very complex. You're arguing things you don't know. Back away and go back into your job.
Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor. Today we are at the federal prison here, and this is the one where Timothy McVeigh was for a short period of time. And I'm here with Direct D and also Jim Freedom.
What up?
I haven't hit this place up yet. I've been by a bunch of times, so I thought this would be a good first time to go check it out. It is open to the public. I've been back here without a camera before, so you can just drive right in. There's, there's no gate. The same.
Yeah, there's no.
It says no trespassing though.
Inmate visitor parking in west lot only.
Right, which is going to be over there.
So this is an inmate visitor parking lot?
Well, when I talked to the lady, it was up this road. Like I said, I stopped over there and she told me to just come over here. All right, guys, quick backstory. Over a year ago, I drove back here to scout this place out. I ran into a CO in her patrol vehicle and I asked her, where do I go to visit someone in this prison? And she told me, drive into this exact parking lot right here and walk into the lobby. She had no issue with me driving around back there. How's it going, man?
You guys all right?
Yeah, we're just checking it out.
Right on, man.
You work here? You work here?
Yeah.
You CO?
Yeah.
Hey, do you
treat
think they
people
have a
good?
problem if we went in here and took some pictures? If you're on a story on the prison systems out here. I know it says no trespassing, that's why I'm asking. I don't want to.
You can visit. You can visit people over there, right? You go in.
Just ask. Should be all right.
Where do we go to ask?
One of those cop cars driving around.
Okay.
Just have kind of flag them down.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Man, what is it? Shift change?
Yeah, it must be shift change, man. They got everyone coming out over here.
People looking at us all crazy.
Yeah, they're all laughing. I think it's funny. I like to just wave at them. See how many waves we can get.
See how many waves we can get.
So far, none.
Can't even see that guy.
I like that truck though.
Not bad. 5.7 hammy.
Man, they must be paying good over here. Got a head nod at least.
Head nod.
Got a head nod.
Hey, we got a wave. There we go. Hey, that guy looked back. He was like, they're taking video of the property. And this guy's taking pictures of them taking video of the property. What happened?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing? Working on a story about the prison. Oh, yeah. I hear you. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So he said to ask one of the cops that are driving around, but I haven't even seen one.
Well, he said himself, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So
he might just want to see us get in trouble
Yeah,
then. Oh, no, yeah, go ahead in, man. You're allowed. Do whatever you want.
I think this chick's off duty.
Is she in the car?
She's got her what? Hey there. Hey, we were wondering, where's the visiting area?
You gotta go on the sidewalk.
Oh, you come back here to visit people in this prison?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
You have to be on the sidewalk. You can't be filming, man.
Oh, it's the filming that's the issue? But people can come back here without the camera?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to document the procedure on how to visit somebody at this prison. You gotta go ahead and call them, man. This is the procedure. You gotta fill out an application.
Okay.
There you are.
So we're told to come and ask you guys if we could come in and take some B-roll footage of the parking lot right
You
there.
can't take anything. You have to stay on the sidewalk over here. That's the closest you can get. So if you guys have a zoom lens from there, then you can get as close as you can get. But
Well, I was trying to document like a documentary on how to go about visiting an inmate at this prison. So like I wanted to go in. This is
oh yeah, you're not doing any of that. Nah, bro, you should just come in and take film.
Yeah, why not?
Well, no,
Because it's a prison, man. This is security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the doors.
Yeah,
and
no,
the cell
it's not
blocks,
happening now.
You know, I mean, just into the lobby, right?
No, you can't do any of that. Now, if you wanted to do something that for documentary purposes, you would have to get it approved.
Any guy who talks like that doesn't know anything he's talking about. He's not in charge, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's trying to make himself seem like he's more important. This guy is the issue that we have. He's leading with his ego, and he thinks that he can. The fact that he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he's automatically telling people what they can and can't do is ridiculous.
Approved to the warden, signed off by everybody, passed like a background check to come in.
Right.
You know, you can't.
I totally get that.
Yeah, you guys aren't even supposed to be right here, is what I'm telling you.
Well, so we want to know, where's the public? If you come in here to visit someone, where do you just walk up into over there? Is that the public area?
Yeah, they go into the front depending on who you're visiting, because we have 3 different institutions. You know, we have the camp over here, regular, and then the DD.
So it's just over there. That's the doors that we go to visit people?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, if it's open to the public, then, I mean, the camera shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's open, right? I mean, that shouldn't matter.
No, you can't bring cameras in.
Yeah, but I mean, can you tell me the CFR then? Is there a CFR that says you can't bring a camera on the public area?
Yeah.
Actually, that's posted when you come in.
The
We're gonna
CFR?
need you to step across the street.
The CFR is
Can you
posted?
please step across the street? You're not allowed to
No,
post
no,
around
I'm just
private
asking
property.
what the CFR is that says that you can't come in here with a camera. Because it's open to the public. You say you can come in to visit
You're not
people.
allowed to have recording devices on the property.
That's why I'm asking, ma'am. Can you tell me the CFR that
Or
says
you
we
need
can?
to stop recording and go across the street.
Well, I'm asking you politely if you can tell me the CFR, ma'am.
No, sir.
Is there a CFR or
I
is it
need you
just?
to go across the street. It's posted. This is private property.
Okay, and what's your name? Because you're not listening to me. I'm trying to ask you a serious
I
question.
need you to step across the street.
Okay, ma'am. Can you give me your name then? Because you're giving me a directive. Can I just get your name?
Sure. My name's posted. It's J. Owen.
J. Owen. Okay. So there's no law. It's just you're just saying
It's private property.
this is private property. Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
The federal government owns private property.
This
is these people are so. What is going on? What is her problem? It's like, where is the person? What it's like, just I'm telling you, it's like talking to robots. It's just like talking to robots. You try to talk to somebody like a human being, and they just are. They just crazy.
Our property. You're not allowed to record, sir.
It's not your property, ma'am.
Step across
It's
the
public
street.
property.
Our property, you're talking to a robot, and you're trying to ration or have a normal conversation, and all you getting is robotic responses back. Ma'am, what's the issue here? What is you need to go across the street. You need to go across the street. You need to go across the street.
The people own it. I own it.
No.
I'm a taxpayer, ma'am.
Sir, you're not allowed to record.
Ma'am, but you can't
Step
tell me the
across the
CFR.
street.
You can't tell me the CFR that says I can't record.
You are not
Right?
allowed to record on on government property. You are not
Right?
allowed to record on on government property. You are not
Right?
allowed to record on
Yeah, go ahead. She confused because she confused. That's the reason she confused, because she confused. She about to say private property, but she know it's not private. Then she about to say public property, but she don't want to say public property because they already said they were on public property. So she tries to switch it to government property. But that's all you're saying is public property. When you say it's government property, what you are saying is that it's public property.
on government property. You need.
But it's open to the public. That's why I'm saying I'm not in the restricted area, ma'am. I'm just in the public area.
They're getting antsy. Let's just go, dude. It's not a big deal.
What did he just say? Now, trust me, this video is far from over. We gave an inch. They still try to take a mile, which resulted in Direct D doing what he does best and ultimately made them do the walk of shame. Now, I know most of you know what time it is, but for those of you who don't know, Direct D has warrants due to his activism that he's currently trying to get sorted out. The last thing we wanted was for him to get arrested, be sitting in county jail in another state, possibly with no bond, waiting to get extradited. He has a GoFundMe to help with the cost of attorney fees, which is linked in the description of this video. It's going to cost anywhere from $65,000 to $140,000 to get him a good attorney that's capable of dealing with this high-profile case. So if you can, donate whatever you're capable of.
65 to 100 grand?
To help get this freedom fighter back out there doing cop watching and back out there creating awesome content that you all love. But rest assured, Inglewood Federal Correctional Institute is on my list of revisits. And when I go back there, I'm going to make them call the police on me. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Okay. Oh, we got the warden out here?
Can I ask if I don't leave, am I going to be arrested?
You're trespassing. We're telling you to leave.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't just tell members of the public to leave, though. This is open to the public. Like, you don't get. She's saying that it's private property. It's not. It's public property.
Warden? Is that your name, or are you the warden? You know you're trying to grab me right now. You probably shouldn't do that, bud.
No, I'm just telling you. Step down.
What's up, boss? Put my camera down. No. Don't touch me. You're tripping. No.
You can't see me.
Yeah, but I was trying to ask this lady, Owen, what the CFR is. It says you can't have cameras in here. But nobody will tell us the CFR.
See that sign? It says federal prison.
Yeah, that's why we're here, because it's a federal prison.
It takes the B-roll using this as a backdrop.
Nah. I mean, this is every video with cameras is always sidewalk right here. It's just a public egress is the limit. It is, yeah. That's a long time ago, man.
Or if you want to email.
I don't understand if that parking area is for anybody to park there to, I guess, visit somebody in that prison, then if the parking lot is open to the public, meaning you can park your car there, what is the issue with you recording from that area? So you're discriminating against the camera in this area? That's not going to fly.
Now the executive assistant box, if you go on bop.gov and it says contact us, we'll send you the exact documentation. Okay.
Oh, for the CFR that says the law
says you are not allowed to record on property.
Where are you guys from?
Well, we're just hoping you guys could just show it to me now. That's all. So if we don't leave, you guys gonna call the police on us, or did you guys already call them? Because we don't want to flee the scene if you called the police. You didn't call the police? I was just asking. Did you call the police or not?
I haven't.
Did you call the police, ma'am? Hello? You don't answer?
It's time to go.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go.
All right. Great.
We'll follow up on the rules.
What was it? What.gov? What.gov?
BOP, Bureau of Prisons.
Okay. BOP.gov. So I checked the media policy at BOP.gov, and just as Officer Mansukani said, you must get permission and pass a background check. But that's only if you'd like to interview an inmate, staff member, or do a tour of the facility. And by tour, I mean behind the gate in the restricted areas. You don't have to have permission and pass a background check to take pictures in the publicly accessible areas. I don't understand why it's so difficult for these employees to understand that. And not just the employees at the prison, but all the employees in every public facility. I mean, they all hate us and can't stand us. If you want to get rid of us, all you have to do is educate the employees on the First Amendment and taking pictures in the publicly accessible areas. That's all it would take. But as long as they continue to violate rights, I'll continue to document it.
Cowards. And she said across the street.
No, but I'm not going across the street. I'm standing right here where the sign says no trespassing. I'm staying here. Well, these guys don't have arresting powers.
So just one thing, 100% for freedom of speech and everything, but you guys have, if you're going to film, you have to be in the public easeway.
That's where we are.
Right now.
Well, it's still the federal property right here.
We're on the easement, sir. We're on the easement.
All right.
We're not on the property. We're on the easement. See how there's the light right here? Right?
Yeah, but there's no light right here.
There's enough room for a person.
Yeah, you're point over there.
Right here too.
I know it typically starts. I mean, they'll let you guys know, but it typically will start from right there. You're good. But on this side, you're
okay. So you're saying, what are you saying? That you want us to move 2 feet this way? I mean, what are you trying to say right now?
You guys be able to just move across the street? Right there, right there.
No, I'm not going to move across the street.
See, somebody wants to walk down the side of the road.
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm just saying either right there or right there.
Let me explain to you how trespassing works. You see this fence and the signs on it? If we pass that barrier after we've been warned like we have, then we're trespassing. Right here is out in public. I know that you don't get paid very much. I know that your job is not that difficult. I mean, I did spend 7 years in the Department of Corrections myself, so I understand your job capacity, and it's not all that complex. This is very complex. You're arguing things you don't know. Back away and go back into your job. You're getting paid not to talk to us right now. We are out on the sidewalk. Just because you don't see one paved doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You're going to look like a fool on the internet. Is that what you want? The internet's forever. Do you have friends and family that watch YouTube? Because they might see you on the internet. Let's act professional and not stupid and argue things with people that know that what they're talking about. We're not here on accident. This is a First Amendment audit. So obviously we know what we're doing, right?
Listen, I love it. No one's arguing with you. Like no one.
You're saying go across the street. That's infringing upon my right to fucking stand here, dude.
I didn't tell you to go. I'm telling you go right there, right there.
What is the difference between right there and right here?
Okay, I'm just letting you know what they.
Can you articulate that?
I'm letting you know.
Is that what you were told?
I'm letting you know what was put out to me. So you can see it right there and right there.
Yeah, but if it's not right, you shouldn't come over here and engage me. If somebody comes and says, hey, I don't like the gauges in that guy's ear, can you tell him to get out of the McDonald's or something? I'm not going to fucking do that because it's not right. I'm out in public right now. You're out of your job capacity as another man speaking to me, asking me to go across the sidewalk. That's crazy, dude.
I got you.
I wouldn't do that to any of you. I wouldn't ask you to do anything.
All right.
I have no authority over you.
I got you.
I don't get to tell you anything.
It's appreciated.
Behind you in McDonald's, do I get to say, back up, go across the other way? No.
It is very much appreciated.
Literally, all we wanted to do was walk in the parking lot and use the prison as a backdrop, and we would have been gone. We were told by another one of your employees on camera to come in there and ask you that. That's why we approached. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but we came in there because we were told to.
I'm not arguing any of that. I don't know why. I'm not arguing any of that. I love the First Amendment right. I love the First Amendment right. I was just bringing over you what I was told. What I was told. What I was told.
If you love our First Amendment right, you would just walk away and disengage right now.
Say, hey, you guys are out in public. Appreciate you. Have a nice day.
Part of my job's being right here.
No, your job, you have authority over, anyway, sir, you don't have authority over us as free Americans on a public easement, sir. Your job is not to babysit law-abiding citizens right now.
I don't know who's coming.
But your ego's in the way, and that's why you're doing that.
That's all they're doing is waiting for PD to do it.
Okay, fine, we'll wait too then, man. Like, we did as you asked. We came over here. I don't even think that's lawful. I think we can be on there, but we did follow your directive. We came over here. Now you're coming over here telling us that we can't be on this public easement right here. We need to go over there or across the street, man. If somebody's walking right here and they're just walking by the prison, they can clearly be on this spot that we're at. So we're nowhere near. We're not a threat, okay, to your place. We're coming here clear as day with cameras. We're not trying to hide anything. We came right up to you guys. So I don't know why you're still here, man. Why don't you guys just go back to work?
All right. They're good out here.
I'm confused now. You just said we're good out here. What are we talking about?
This part. Just go. Just go.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go. Yeah. Watch how useless this is going to be right here. Why not just go? He just can't accept it. Just go.
So we good then, or
Yeah, let's go.
are the police on their way?
I still don't know. But you guys can go. On my end, you guys just go. Right. All right.
Hey, man.
I got that 100% for First Amendment. I love it to the death. I have to go in. I have to follow by. I'm not going to argue anything that you guys have to say.
I'm just saying the internet's forever, dude.
I know.
When you're told to come out here with a bunch of dudes with cameras, do you know how many subscribers? How many people
But you got to understand.
But you got to care. It's your future, dude. This job's temporary. It's forever. The internet is forever. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, you guys.
100% for First Amendment rights. I'm not arguing with you guys at all. I'm not calling you any type of names. I'm not saying you're not supposed to do it. Just do it safely. That's pretty much what it is.
Next time you're ordered to come out here and tell us to go across the street or over there, challenge that authority. Absolutely. You're a human being. You have a job, a duty as a human being to question any unethical orders that aren't lawful.
Like I said, I appreciate what you guys do, but You have a good, all right?
Think about it, man.
You have a good.
You got a seed planted in your brain. Let it develop. Think about it.
All right?
Walk of shame, is that what that's called?
Yeah. That guy came out that was in regular street clothes. I don't know if he was like the warden or.
They do have a cop.
That was an off-duty cop, probably.
Oh, was he?
No, there's a prison cop that works here that has arrested there.
He's still over there in that green shirt, in that ram over there, waiting to see where we go, probably.
He's probably gonna follow us around and shit.
Maybe. Look, they're still looking at us. Let me get a zoom in on him.
So that is the guy. So they're closing the gate now.
Yeah. All for us. Like, they think they're gonna go back on.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's the point of that? You're gonna have to come back out and open it up when all your employees need to shift change again.
Started to get fucking pissed, like they're coming over here to flex on me.
The beginning of that video, you should be like, show them coming out and then pause it and be like, oopsie daisy, they had no idea who they were fucking talking to. Oh, he's still watching us. Man, he is burning a hole through me with his eyeballs.
I feel like one of us might have been there. It's probably you since you're local.
Right.
That is crazy. You know, I got a lot of, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I got a few people who didn't like me commenting on someone unhealthy habits and their appearance from those unhealthy habits. So so I'm not gonna speak on that, but you know, health is important, everybody. You know, yeah. If you're in a position where you're supposed to be protecting somebody, you're supposed to be saving somebody from something, it's good to be healthy. But yeah, let me stop the share. But all right, y'all. So I'm gonna wrap it up for this stream. I appreciate everybody for joining me. Y'all always make the stream 10 times better. That's why I just live stream these instead of just recording and watching the videos by myself, because y'all make it so much more enjoyable. But not speaking my mind, right. And that's the thing about it. Like, I do have to kind of watch what I say at certain times. So, you know, that I'm gonna figure out. That's why I was thinking about doing Patreon or another platform where I can just really, you know, express. I mean, I express how I feel. I put on the gloves. It's like I put on heavy gloves or heavily padded gloves, but I'm throwing the same punch. Yeah. But yeah. So again, all right. So again, AWB, I'm out. Like Sean say, I'm looking for those 100 members, but I don't know, 140,000 is a crazy ask. Like, well, I don't know the size of this channel, but from 65 to 140,000 is wow. I hope he's able to reach it if, you know, but I don't know. I'm not you know, I'm even thinking about taking my membership down from, I think the lowest right now is $4.99. I think I'm going to do maybe like a $2 or $3 membership tier, because a lot of people said that the issue they were having was financial, and I can understand that. So I think I'm going to do that. Create a $2, $3 tier. But yeah, so with that being said, AWB, I'm out. Again, I appreciate everybody for supporting me and just being here with me as I continue this this journey. All right. I'll catch y'all next time. I'll probably be live later on today. Really, I'm just gonna take a break right now. And then, I mean, it's all good. It's, you know, it's just something I asked. I got, you know, 10 old net one. It was 10,000 people. Now it's 13,000 people. You know, I just asked out of those 13,000, you know, a few solid people to support me, and yeah. But if you can and can't do it, hey, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody, no matter what. Yeah. I appreciate that, Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna see. It's, you know, I'll just try it out. See, you know, it is what it is. It's to, I'm gonna make it more accessible to see if it's really, if the problem really is people being able to afford it versus, you know, it being something else. So I think $2-3 a month, that should be okay. But yeah, AWB, I'm out. Appreciate y'all. I'll probably be back on later today. And if y'all, you know, I know some of y'all email me, and it takes me a while to get to the emails. But again, if you want to, you know, tell me some things that you've been through and you want me to talk about it, or share the story or whatever, go ahead and email me. If you just want to talk to me about a topic, or you know, you got, or you want to say something to me and you know what it is in confidence, you just go ahead and send me an email. Remember, I'm on a lot of different platforms. I have TikTok, Instagram, and a Facebook page for this. But yeah, appreciate y'all. AWB, I'm out.